Thank you for joining me in this unboxing video. This is Andy in Singapore. If you haven't done so, I'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to my channel because I really need all the love and support from you guys. Thank you. Now for today's unboxing, I have this watch that just came in from Specht Sohne. Now it does sound like this is a German sounding brand, so let me try to pronounce it the German way, Specht Sohne. This is one of their latest models. Alright, so I wrote into them and they've agreed to send this one to me without me having to make a purchase. So thank you very much to Specht Sohne for sending in this watch. Let me just slide away the sleeve, which looks exactly the same as the inner box, white cardboard and all that. So let me just flip open the cover here, and I've got a bubble foam kind of thing. Let me just slowly remove all the wrappers here. So this is the watch for today's unboxing. Ta-da! It is one of their latest models, and this is a Quartz watch. I'm pretty sure this is some sort of a homage or a kopach, and I'm guessing this is a watch that is inspired by a Longines Dolce Vita, if I'm not wrong. So chime in the comment section below if you know what exactly this watch is inspired by or inspired from. Alright, really nice buckle here as well, which has the sign Specht Sohne logo. I love reading this brand. Alright, it sounds very German. Alright, I like to do this pronunciation thing, Specht Sohne. Alright, so, well, I think from afar this watch looks very classy, very formal evening kind of watch design. So looking at the rest of the packaging, we've got a hang tag here, and wow, this is quite nice. We've got a printed cloth here. Wow, feels really good. What's this called? The chamois kind of feel? Is that what it is? If I'm pronouncing it correctly. Alright, so chamois or something like that. Feels really good, this material. And of course we've got this logo here, printed with this seagull emblem. And now with all the packaging and all the protective film out of the way, let's take a closer look at the Specht Sohne new Quartz model. Right, so on first impressions, I think this watch here is quite cool, alright? Houses a VH31 quartz movement and it looks the part, especially if you look at it from afar. It's got this classic look, quite similar to the one that I reviewed a few years back. I think that one is the Vario Versa. It's got this look here, rectangular case, very narrow case here. If I'm not wrong, this is about 28 or even 27 millimeters case width. Very small watch. But the deal with all these rectangular watches is that they can't be overly wide because you can't carry off this rectangular look, obviously. So if it's any wider, it will become a sort of a Cartier Santos look. So to maintain the JLC reverser kind of look and all that, it has to be very slim and narrow, not much wider than the strap itself. This must be an 18 or 20 mm lug width. I'll confirm on that in my full length review. We've also got this unsigned crown here, and I'm not too sure if this is a screw down crown. No, it's not. It's a push in and push out kind of design. So let me just bring in my other Specht Sohne watch. This one is the PRX homage, obviously, and I must have bought this last year. Alright, and let me tell you this, I haven't worn this watch at all. So after filming the review, it sat in my drawer until now, until today. So today is 30th of December, so tomorrow is the last day of the year, and this watch has been sitting in the drawer, or I think came out once for photo taking for my Instagram, and that's about it. Let's do a comparison of the sizes now, so just have a look. This is 37 mm. So due to the integrated bracelet design, it tends to look larger. The lens is also zoomed in very slightly now, so I think everything is sort of exaggerated, but you do get a sense of how narrow or tiny this new watch is. Alright, so it is one of those evening kind of watch where you wear your suit maybe, alright, with a really nice cuff, shirt sleeve and all that. Alright, the case back is totally flat and there's no curve at all, but the mid case here, the top area has a dome shape to it, as is this crystal here, which is curved. This is a sapphire crystal if I'm not wrong, and I think nicely done. Alright, so it's got this curve going on. Well, this strap here I'm not a big fan because it is leather, but I don't feel that it is of high quality. Gets the job done, alright, looks the part. From afar you don't feel that it is very poor quality or anything like that, but I do believe that there are better straps out there that will fit and make this watch look even better. From afar it looks decent, okay, but on close-up inspection you know this is not the highest quality. But hey, this watch, I think you can get it for around 70 Singapore dollars, so can't expect too much. Alright, you're not going to expect them to give you Hermes leather or in fact the case work here is quite nice. You've got the designs going down the case sides, and alright, so it's not too bad, and I especially love this buckle here. Nicely signed, brushing is quite nice. And here's the wrist shot of the Specht Sohne Quartz on my 17cm wrist. Now surprisingly, for a watch that's only about 27 or 28 mm in width, it actually doesn't look tiny. Not too sure if this is the deal with all rectangular case watches. They tend to look bigger. Alright, so maybe the L to L distance is still around 45, 46, so it doesn't look like it's a tiny watch. And I think this is actually the right size for this styling. Alright, so for a rectangular watch, you can't expect to have something that is 38 or 40 mm width. It will end up looking weird if it's done in a rectangular design. So this is probably the correct size for such a design. I think I made the right choice in requesting for the blue one to be sent over. First impressions of this one, I like it. Not too sure if I'll keep it or wear it in the future, but as it is, I think it's quite decent. I do like the fact that it's got this curved crystal. Gives the illusion that the watch has a curve to it, but in actual fact, you can see from the case back, it's totally flat. Very clever design, okay? Whoever started it first. So stay tuned for the full review of the new Specht Sohne Quartz watch, dressy, rectangular style design watch. Now this is Andy in Singapore. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.